This is how I use streaming audio recorder to record MP3 tracks from my Amazon Music subscription. So I'm going to minimize this screen, and you'll see here is the streaming audio recorder screen. A couple of things I do is I go to settings, and one of the things you want is to set a download file, which is done here. Also, here's where I set for MP3. There are some advanced settings. I set the time to detect silence to 1 second, 2 seconds will work, and that way it will parse if I'm recording multiple tracks without my intervention, though I will have to delete a lot of small 40 kilobyte or so files that are nothing but silence normally. The other part is I save those. Now to start recording, it's this button, and you'll notice when it's playing music as recording, there is actually sound notes floating coming into the device. Now I'm going to turn off my speakers because of feedback, and you want to have your audio signal as high as possible, which is down here at the bottom just off screen, so that you have a good signal when it records it. Now I'm going to go over to my Amazon page, and I'm going to select somebody. Let's see, who have I not selected recent? Frank, Sinatra. I like some of the oldies. All right, even though I misspelled it, it's still going to search. And I'm going to pick a song. Now, this is a station, so here's artist, and then there's albums, and stations and songs. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of these. But before I started playing, I want to go back and start streaming audio recorder recording. Come back here, press play. Now let's go back and watch it. See there? Now it's recording, and the music's going in to my download folder that I had set earlier. Now when it finishes, those notes will stop, and if I have a playlist, it will then start up again. But because this is just showing you how to use it, I'm going to stop it here, and I'm also going to go down here and stop the Frank Sinatra, and we'll go back to our streaming audio recorder. Now, I stopped it, but you see there's all these other little files. These are little files from the silence. I can go here, and I can open the folder. Okay. It may have picked up the theme from theme, TH. Here it is, theme from New York, right here. This is the one I just downloaded, though I stopped it. And here's all the little short tracks. I don't have the length or the size. I'll go ahead and put the size on. And let me bring that over. Hopefully you can see it better. We don't need status. Don't need number. So there's the sizes. What I do is I just select those, and I delete them from the keyboard. And so there you have how I use streaming audio recorder. So now I'm going to go to my closing screen. I can find it. There we go. Thanks for watching. So here I'm going to show audio separation into a karaoke and a vocal only, in addition to the original vocal, which will remain, using Ultimate Vocal Remover UVR5. So now let's open it up. Take a moment to load, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the setup for it as well. So here it's set up. I have GPU conversion. If you don't have it, it's a little bit slower. First thing you want to do is to make sure you have some useful models. So I'm Ensemble. I'm going to choose Max, and I'm going to choose Vocals and Instrumentals. Okay. Now here in the models available, I use two of them in particular. One is a Karaoke 2, and another one is a Kim instrumental. To get those, you go here on the little wrench, and you go to Download Center, and you download, look through the models. You start with something like main or net, and you try to download those using the download here. And when you have them downloaded, you go back and look and make sure you have them over here, and then you select them. There's one, and since I'm using ensemble mode, it takes two, and let's say, where's it? Karaoke 2 there, or just vocal 2. And then that's in here. If I were to save the ensemble, it'd have those names. But the one I use is named Kim Instrumental and Karaoke 2. Just make sure you have those models available and select only those two. Now the next step is to select the files that you're going to process. Well, I've set up some kind of dummy ones, and I have them over here. What am I doing? Let's see. Here are before. I'm bringing them over. Now you see here I have 3 songs that I'm going to process. Okay, that's what they looked like before. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to process those, and they're going to go into the same folder. I'm not going to do it real time, but you'll see how it goes as well. So that's downloads before, and I'm going to set this up so I can come back and show you after. But I'm going to go ahead and set this up. So we want downloads before its folder, which I should again brought over. Excuse me. Here's the ones before, and so that's the ones we're going to process. So you have to select that though, and I just messed that up. Here we go. Downloads. Other downloads. All right. We want to take before, which is this folder, and then select it. The ones that you want to process. You can do one or you can do multiple. So process it. Now to select the output typically is the same ones. Okay. So you select that. We've got this selected, and we've got that, and then we start processing. And you'll see it here to track through, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Now while that's doing that, I'm going to bring over a folder already done, if I can find it. Okay, so just bear with me just a moment here. As you can see, I keep a lot of stuff in OneDrive. Karaoke projects, other, and after. All right, so here's the folder of after, and I'm going to stop UVR5 and close it. Yeah, it doesn't like being stopped. Okay, well, we'll just go over it. So here's the after processing, and you see each song is given a number, and here's the original vocals down here. What we'll find out, because of those models I chose, these called instrumental are going to be karaoke. These called vocals are going to be ones that are vocal only. And of course I have the originals down here. And so that's how I use UVR5 to create the breakdown of my songs into the 2 additional in addition to the vocal. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're going to now process or rename those files that we process with UVR5 using the MP3 tag editor. So let me bring that on screen. This is MP3 tag editor, what it looks like. Here are the songs that we had earlier, and you see the numbers and then the instrumental and vocals and then the original three just vocals. So the first thing is to click here, and we're going to go to that directory, which is in Karaoke Projects, Other, After, and you won't see them all listed, but there's the folder that they're all in. So we select folder, and there they are. They're loaded up. So you'll see the numbers, and you'll see also their information here. Some of them have the title. Most of them don't. Most of them do not have the artist. Okay, so since we've got three here, they're not the same artist. This is a little bit different. Usually I do all the same artist. First thing we want to do is we want to select these three, which are the original vocals. And I have a sheet in that I include information on these commands for MP3 tag. Here's where we're going to add the word vocal to each of those that are there. So I'm going to go, like it says, to format string tag file name. So I'm going to go here, tag file name, and I already have it. It will save them for you. And if you mess one up, you can go and actually do a manage and delete those. But I have these already saved, and the one I'm going to use is this one that's in that list. And watch what happens to those three. You can see them here when I click OK. There they are. They now become, with the extension of the file name, vocal. Now, important to save that. The next thing I want to do is I want to remove these numbers. Well, you see there's 2 spaces here until it gets to 10 when there's 3. But that's 3 songs, and they're numbered there to help us keep them. So what I want to do here is I want to select all the ones that have the 2 spaces, and I do the same with 3 spaces for making the change. And I'm going to go to Actions Quick. And again, format value, you can see it down here in the edges of the screen. You just click OK on that, and I'll tell you in the instruction. And then I'm going to pull it over here because I've been working on 2 screens. You see it says 3. Well, we don't want to do 3. We just want to do 2. Now watch what happens to those numbers when I click OK. Voila, they're gone. Again, save it. Now I would do that process again if there were 3 numbers, just for those with 3 numbers. Now the next thing is, you see we got all these instrumental vocals and all that. Well, I'm going to select everything, and over here is I have commands to change those words to karaoke and to vocal. So let me put that back out of the way. And this is a search and replace, so just select all of them. And here I go to tag file name, convert, tag file name, and we want to go to the one there's instrumentals to karaoke. Watch what happens to them when I click OK. Oh, now see, they're karaoke. Again, do a save. Once more, tag file name. This time we're going to do the vocals to vocal only, and those there are done. Do another save. Now we have things that are missing, like the titles are not there. So here's what I found. Silly Siri. All right, select all of them, and we're going to do one more file name tag. Have this set up and put the file name into the title, so they're all the same. Now, as far as artist, I'm not sure how to go about this one, but let's take, it's going to be all right. There's sort here, and we have Aretha Franklin. How do you keep the music playing? Let's select Aretha, and then I'm going to select all the ones by that title because they will get that artist. And I'm also going to select like pop for all of her songs. And another one I sometimes use is brand. I would put by Gigi or something like that sort. Now, these are selected, so I click, and there it is. Now, let's take the next one, which is Lisa Minnelli, and select all of her songs of that title. See, that looks right. Yep. And then genre, I'm going to also put pop, old. Not that she's old. Artist. Oh, that's album. Excuse me. And let's change that. Artist. We want it artist. I don't know how I did that. And something for brand. And when we press OK, nothing happened. Oh, let's see. I did that. Well, I must have not had it correct here. Fly Me to the Moon. Artist. Yeah, I put it in the wrong spot. There we go. And then the last one would be the same way, and make sure to select all of them and save. And that way you have them all ready to go. Thanks for watching. And they all were saved in that same directory, which I probably should go and show you now, right? Okay. Let's see. Let me, yep, here's the directory. See, they're all named there. And again, thanks for watching. So now I'm going to use File Explorer to organize the tracks and files by artist and title in preparation for karaoke sing. So I'm going to bring this over and let you watch what I'm doing. And I'm going to pick, I think, Lisa Minnelli. I can't really click on Lisa Minnelli, so I need to create a folder, and I'm going to call it, guess what? L-I-Z-A-M-I-N-N-E-L-L-I. So there's a folder. And I'm going to select these 3 tracks that I come out of UVR5 and MP3 tag, and I'm going to put them in that folder. So now you see, I have them organized. One's a vocal, which was the original vocal, and then the 2 that were processed by UVR5, and then subsequently renamed with MP3 tag. And so that's the first stage and last stage in preparing for synchronization. So now let me go back here. Thanks for watching, and we're going to go on to the next one. So here I'm going to use Karaoke CD plus G Creator software to make my karaoke tracks and files. So let me go ahead and load the program, and I'm going to have to change the screen size because it does not come up minimized as previously had done. So I want to get it all in here. And just give me a moment. You don't really need that stuff at the right. I don't use it. But here we go. And let's make it a little bit more full screen here. Okay, so the first thing I do is I get the original vocal track. Okay, so I load soundtrack, and I'm going to have to go find that particular track, which is in some download. And I could have set this all up, but it's a little bit tedious. Other downloads. And this is Lisa Minnelli. And there they are. There's the 30 files. So now, this is very important. Click on that, or select the title and do a Control-C. Then go and open the program. The file. So there's the soundtrack loaded. Now immediately do a save as. Make sure you're in the right folder. Save as vocal. And this is the project file. And it's saved. Now, of course, the next thing is to look up the lyrics. I'll do an occasional save, so search the web for lyrics. It doesn't matter, it has the word vocal there. And sometimes you'll get all sorts of song lyrics. Let's see, let's go back here. Fly Me to the Moon. And it wants to let you listen. Here we go. And I'm going to select it. And I'm not sure this is the lyrics, actually. It may be just a message from her. So then do a Control C there to capture them, then a Control V to paste them, and I do not like how this looks. I'm going to play this a little bit. No, there's nothing there. I'm going to stop. Try this again. My stand. So in the previous video, I created 3 CDG files and compressed them into zip of a Barry Manilow song all the time. And now I'm going to import them into Hoster. I had quite a struggle learning how to import songs, and now I have it down to a pretty simple process. In fact, for all 3 tracks, it's going to be just one essentially go through. But there's other things I do with Hoster that you might find interesting. So let's go ahead and open up Hoster, and I have a songbook DB, so it's going to come up with that. Okay, I'm going to close that. So here's my Hoster desktop. My karaoke screen is over here on another monitor, but you'll be able to see it right here if we do any testing. So I go to Import Songs, Index, and I choose KMH and Zip. Now I have to go to the folder where I have those, and we look for Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow, where are you? There. All right, All the Time is the song. All right, there's the 3 versions. I don't have to select them or anything. I just click select. And there they are, ready to be imported. I don't leave this here. When I mess with it, I mess all up. Now it says the brand. I'm going to put by GG. It doesn't go into it George, I'll just leave it. No. And the others, English genre, I'm going to put pop. So I have to adjust those sometimes, but often I can come back from the next song if I've done a bunch of them in batch and just click here and some of the things will stay. So now I add the files. There they go. They're ready to be imported. And I click index them because that's the one we're in. And now they're in there. So I want to close that and this, and I want to do a search, see how they turned out. So I'm going to do a M-A-N-I, Manilow, is that how it's spelled? I better check down here. M-A-N-I-L-O-W, M-A-N-I-L-O-W, no A. All right, do a search. Man. If I can get it spelled right. Try it, look at it again. M-A-N-I-L-O-W, M-A-N-I, no A, L-O-W. M-A-N-I-L-O-W, where's the L? There we go. Okay, now you see there's a whole lot of Barry Manilow here. And the reason I put just the last name because they're often reversed. I don't like things to be reversed. I'll correct that. Let's go find that brand. Type this brand here. Unknown brand. It didn't save it. Okay, do I want to work with that? Anyway, One of the things you can do is edit song, and it'll come up. And if you want to do multiple, I'm going to do all the time. Search for all, THETIME, and there's all the time. Brand, these three here. And I'm going to change language, genre, title, artist, brand by GG. And it's right here, apply changes. And there's that. Now the other thing is MANILOW. Here's all the Barry Manilow ones. And I'm going to select all the ones with the last name first. These are all by other vendors, if you will. I kind of have a collection of all these. And I'm going to change the artist to Barry. And see if it comes up with Manilow. No, it didn't. Oh, it filled in. Gotta check it. MANILOW. MANILOW, Barry. You want to make sure spell it. Apply changes. Okay, and there it is. Now I'm going to come up over here and just redo the search. And there they all are, marked correctly. Now, if there's another vendor of all the time here, what I would do is probably delete them. So now I'm just going to bring them in and just check them, see how they come up on the screen. And you can see that here, but I'm going to bring my big screen over. All right, I got a typo here from that previous one. And this is not playing because I need to stop it. And tools, settings, and I need to set my audio to my karaoke speakers if I have them turned on. And let's try it again. Yeah, they're turned on, but I don't know that they're turned up. Oh. All right, that's obviously the karaoke version. Need to turn my woofer down. So this I can't correct this unless I went back and redid the PK2. All right. So that's how I import some of the things I do into MTU Hoster. Again, thanks for watching.